We're catching up today with Chicago Wolves defenseman Josh Healey. I got to tell you something, Heels. It's weird to say Chicago Wolves defenseman, but that being said, it's good to see you. I know you're having a fun, as fun as can be. I guess it's been obviously different for everyone. Use your words. How has it been for you?
It's been different. I think that's probably the best way to put it. It's still, playing hockey at the end of the day, which is awesome. Still have the team around me, and obviously love coming to the rink. But with no fans in the stands and playing for a different jersey, it's a little bit different. That's all I can really say.
For you, playing for a different jersey, what has it been like to build a team? I mean, Chicago has played extremely well. We know the situation. It's two NHL organizations that have come together to have a team this season. But what was it like? And I guess at the beginning of the season to try to have a cohesive unit when you're really halves of a whole.
Yeah, well, I think the biggest thing is that it's not the old Chicago Wolves team. Like if it
Right.
was a team we had battled with, the last few years, and then we're put together on a team, it could definitely be some fireworks. But with Carolina bringing their team over and us, putting our AHL team there with them, I think it's just kind of like a lot more new guys. So you still have half the guys you're comfortable with, but you're just bringing in a whole set of new guys, and a lot of them are junior age, so they're a lot younger, and they're just ready to work hard and wanting to learn everything they can. So it's pretty sweet when you have a group like that, especially with two organizations coming together, top end talent, and they're all on the same page. They can really do something special, and we've shown that this year. We've put up some pretty good numbers and have a lot of wins, and that's just because we got good guys in the room and they're all willing to do what it takes to win.
You're still a young guy, but you're a veteran. I mean, you've been around for a few years. So, and just a few years, by the way, it's not
Yeah,
like you're a 10, 12-year veteran, professional
yeah,
veteran here. But you mentioned the juniors. I mean, there's always going to be 20-year-olds. We know that. But when the 18s and 19s come in, I mean, what is that like? Because you're not that you're not a leader, but you're certainly thrust into that role when there's 18 to 19-year-olds around the place.
yeah, definitely. It's just different, I think, just physically, and the maturity of them. Just kind of what they do. It's a different generation almost. They're all on Snapchat 24/7. They're with the social media, whereas myself, not necessarily an older guy, but older than them, are kind of out of touch with some of the things they're doing, the way they dress. So it's kind of funny to see that. But overall, like it's just been good because we have good guys, and Carolina's got good prospects. We have good prospects, so having the young guys around is definitely different than what I'm used to. But I'm definitely happy that they're here because they're all good guys, and it's fun to have them on the ice with us.
It's been weird. There's three Nashville defensemen. There's three Carolina defensemen. And that's how, in an ideal world, that's how it would work out in this partnership. And obviously, you've been playing a lot. You've been getting a lot of minutes, and with players coming and going and up and down, and yourself signing an NHL deal with Nashville. It's got to be fun, I guess, for you to be up in that. You got to be in the 20 to 25 minute range every night, right?
Yeah, I think I'm up there. It's probably 50, if I say high 15 to
Okay.
20 minutes. Maybe not 25 just because I'm not on the power play, but it's been good. I mean, when I signed with Milwaukee, I was the fifth defenseman for three spots. Just was gonna kind of see how it went this year. Obviously, shortened season. COVID is gonna play a factor, so I was kind of expecting not to play a crazy amount of games. But before I even got here, they had guys injured up in Nashville, and guys got hurt down here. So I was basically playing every game, and I was at one point the only Milwaukee defenseman that was dressing. So it's a big change, definitely from what I thought it was going to be coming into it. But I'm very happy for the opportunity, and I've been playing well and I've earned my ice time. So I'm just glad it's worked out for me.
You have had the NHL deal in the past with Calgary, but what does it mean for you to get the NHL deal here just a couple of weeks ago when you signed it with Nashville?
It feels really good, and I say that because I feel like this is something I earned at the professional level, from an A East Coast deal last year that rolled into a one-way A deal, to then an A deal, and then getting bumped to an NHL deal. I think it just shows that I've worked really hard, and Nashville's seen that, and so I'm just happy that they've noticed my hard work and what I've brought to the team on and off the ice.
One thing I didn't realize is you signed with Calgary out of college at Ohio State, but you were also at one point you were in a Nashville camp, right? You came to a rookie camp with the Predators. Do I
I
have that
came,
right?
yeah, I came last year. So
Well, while
the
you were in
university,
college, did you come in
no,
college? No.
I came to a development camp
Yes.
when I was in college. That would have been probably 2016,
Yes.
summer of
Okay. That's what
2016.
I was asking. Okay.
Um, and then I actually just came to their main camp the first year I played for the Admirals. Just was
Right.
in Nashville for that camp. But
But
those are the only two times I've been there.
but you were in a developmental camp, right? Is that what you
Yeah,
said in
yeah,
2016? So you have been on the radar for quite some time, which is real interesting because I didn't know that. I did not know that at all.
yeah. So it's pretty cool how that worked out. My coach at school, Joe Exter, he's now with Michigan State. Knew, I believe it's one of the upper management or player development guys in Nashville, and said, "Hey, like I'll try and get you to the development camp and just go do your thing." So ended up actually having a really good camp there. Didn't talk to him a lot after it, but it really showed what I could do. I was really good in fitness testing. Felt I made my mark on the organization, and then I think it would have been what 3 years later or so
Yeah.
when I was looking for a contract, reached out, and it's kind of nice to put my foot in the door, and they knew what they were getting before, just getting a call from my agent or whoever saying, "Hey, you wanna sign this guy?" So I think definitely people overlook the fact that small things like that make a difference, or they might think it's just a development camp. But if you do well and you make your mark on the organization, I think that they'll remember you, and it's worked out for me, and I think that's a big part of it.
I don't want to put you on the spot, but this is going to, I think, put you on the spot a little bit. With the way this season has gone, are you just looking to get through it and be healthy and move on to the next season and hopefully be back to normal and fans and buildings and all of that stuff? Or are you relishing this I don't know that there's going to be playoffs, all of these things, right? That players want to take part in.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm enjoying it. Like I said, it's still coming to the rink every day. You're still with the guys. It's hockey at the end of the day, so it's a lot of fun. It's a little different, obviously, not playing in front of fans, which is what we love to do. But with regards to the actual season being over and stuff, I mean, it's just been different. I don't think there's gonna be playoffs this year for us, and that's obviously why you play all year. It's the best part of hockey. So that's a little bit of a downer. But outside of that, I mean, it'll be a short summer, and hopefully right back to it for the regular season next year, and then we'll have playoffs and have some sort of normality when we come back in the fall.
Are you seeing a little of the return to normalcy at all? With I mean, I know Iowa, you're playing in front of some fans. Um, Other places, I know you're not in Illinois, but every so often you're just playing in front of some fans. Does that help the cause?
Yeah, Iowa is the only place that's had fans. I think we've played there 4 times this year. I don't think we'll go back there, but we've had fans, so it's definitely been fun. A lot different when you go out for warm-ups and you see a pretty big crowd. I'm sure people in Iowa were dying to have some sports back as well. They could go see, but yeah, I mean, it's just something you want to get back to. Um, it's hard not having them there. It's definitely something that people feed off of. I know I feed off the crowd when I play, but at the end of the day, it's what we're paid to do, and whether it's fans or not, we want to go out there and win.
Has it been tough to generate the excitement and the enthusiasm for a game when there's no fans, or are there points that you miss? Like, boy, you lay a big hit on somebody in at the practice rink in Chicago. That would normally it jacks up the team certainly, but when it's cranked up to 10 in the stands, that's a different animal.
Yeah, definitely. I kind of joke at the beginning of this year because we had the two teams combined and had literally like 40 guys here. So we had, I think, 12 to 14 guys scratched of just Carolina and Milwaukee guys. So it's almost like we had fans when no one else did. So I kind of laugh about that. But yeah, I mean, once the puck drops and you start playing, the fans definitely do play a factor a little bit with regards to reactions with big plays and hits and whatnot. But I think once you're in a tight ice rink and it's loud and guys are going full out, it's pretty fun, and you forget about the fans pretty quick. You just get back to playing hockey.
Last one here for you, and we've talked about how different this season is. Um, when you have a situation where you're scheduled to play, I know at the beginning of the season you're scheduled to play Rockford, and that gets called off, or you're scheduled to play Cleveland or whoever it was, but that game got called off. So then you pick up a game. It seems like you're almost um, in the medical field or something, because you have to be on call. You have to have your pager on at all times, because a game might come up or it might get canceled. It seems like you always have to be at the ready this year.
Yeah, definitely. That's a little different for sure. With regards to like guys testing positive for COVID and having games postponed or canceled, like that's something you can't prepare for. Like today we're supposed to play, and no one thought someone would test positive, and someone did. So obviously we're gonna have to postpone that game and maybe the trip to Cleveland this weekend. We don't really know. But with regards to adding games to the schedule, they usually give us a bit of a notice. I remember it was early in the season when Cleveland couldn't play. We were going to play Rockford, and our GM walked in and said, "Hey guys, like we added a game to the schedule." Usually, when they add a game to the schedule, it's like a month or two down the road. He's like, "Yeah, we added it for Friday," which was in like a day and a half or 2 days. And everyone's kind
Right.
of like, "Can we even do that? Like this is crazy." So right after that first weekend or two, when that happened, we kind of figured like this is a different year and anything can happen. But just got to do what you can to be prepared. And some days you'll have practices, we should have games, and vice versa. So I mean, I've just kind of rolled with the punches this year, and we're still playing, so it
Yeah,
can't be too bad.
exactly. There is hockey going on. It's good to see you, Heels. Continued success, and we'll hopefully talk to you soon.
Awesome. Thanks, Aaron.
All right, that's Josh Healey.